Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. You got Digital Asset Hutch here, bringing you all the know about the digital asset and US economy space. And as you guys can tell from today's title, we are doing a what is video, and we're going to be diving into Ethereum. So let's go ahead and pull up CoinMarketCap for y'all. And as you guys can tell, Ethereum is that second ranked cryptocurrency in total market cap, and its all-time high is 4,867 depending on what exchange you look at, and its current market cap is $189 billion. And we're going to go ahead and dive into what exactly Ethereum is, what is its use cases. So if you are a newbie, this is a perfect video for you, and if you are kind of more on the advanced side, we will be diving into some of the projects and use cases, so y'all can stay around for that as well. But why did I kind of want to make this video for y'all today? As you can see here, Ethereum does hit a new deflationary record, and we'll go into how Ethereum kind of became deflationary, because it didn't just kind of become this way when they released it. So what is Ethereum? Well, it's obviously a cryptocurrency that got released right after Bitcoin, and it differs from Bitcoin in a way that it can have things built on it, but essentially Bitcoin was supposed to be a transfer of funds, a way that you can send money from peer to peer without the needing of a middleman. So what is a blockchain? A blockchain is just a database of the transactions of you sending it back and forth, and essentially it could be mined or validated with a node or Bitcoin miner, blockchain miner. So what is the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum in their blockchains? Well, Ethereum is programmable, so you can kind of morph and build it and deploy decentralized apps on its blockchain. Ethereum being programmable means that you can build apps on that blockchain to store data or control what your app can do. So like a video game, maybe NFTs, maybe a decentralized finance and exchange, you can kind of build it and program it to do anything. So Ethereum can kind of be like Play-Doh, and you can morph it into any which way you want it. So you can have financial services, like I mentioned, games, social networks, and then other apps. So you can use it for banking for people. It doesn't allow you to be censored, although with it, the change, people are kind of saying that it could lead to censorship. And I'm going to keep calling it a change right now because I don't want to spoil it, even though you could probably tell from some context. And also, this does allow you to keep your privacy there because you don't need to give any of your personal data to use it, as well as, like I said, if it's a Play-Doh, it's also a Lego, as some of y'all's old favorite toys. So you can build on top of apps. So say someone built an app you really like, but you would kind of want to change it a little bit. You can then build an add on top of that and make it your own as if you were to use it. So as you can see here, there are 2,970 projects on Ethereum. So remember that number because we're going to show you how much market cap is just within those projects. And bear in mind that Ethereum is a story that is being written, so there are many use cases that is still being discovered. So just some of the ones that I'm going to be telling you today. Who knows in 2025, 2028 what could happen? Because as you can see, it's just companies, developers, but now we have artists, musicians. They're making their art and making it into an NFT. Gaming, as you can tell, will give you a sneak peek with Decentraland. You can game on it. So this is very important because we added that smart contract, which is a simply computer programming living on that Ethereum blockchain, and you can execute when triggered by a transaction from a user. Ethereum is a very flexible in what it can do and distinguishes it from other currencies. These programs are what we call decentralized apps, or those dApps. And dApps are those applications that are on the blockchain that could be used for exchanges and crowdfunding apps, insurance, lending apps, and things of that nature. So we kind of will go ahead and dive into this right here, but so many people always go, oh, well, people just get into crypto so they can, move money illegally, they can money launder, and as you can tell, that's not the case. It is an open blockchain. Just because your information isn't out there, you can still follow every transaction that has ever happened. So, if you did want to try to commit illegal activity on it, it probably wouldn't be the brightest idea considering there is a ledger of your every movement. So here you go. What about Ethereum's energy consumption? Well, the change is actually the merge, and that is when Ethereum finally upgraded to that proof of stake, and it eventually actually reduced Ethereum's energy consumption by 99.95%. And this happened on September 15th of 2022, so not too long ago. And as you guys can tell from this tweet, it has been working pretty well in Ethereum's favor as we are going deflationary and eliminating some of that circulating supply. So we won't go ahead and dive into the nitty gritty, as you guys can go ahead and read up on the actual merge to the mainnet. But all you need to know is essentially they had Beacon Chain, which was the proof of stake consensus layer, and it had all of the Ethereum information, and they essentially moved into it and just had all of the transactions flow to this. So none of the data was lost behind proof of work, but you guys can go ahead and read into it in detail. And as y'all can see here, what will happen is with this new merge, every time that transactions go up and you see an increase like you have here with, let's go ahead and change this to 2020 so we can zoom in for y'all. We've had an increase since the start of the year in transactions, which will likely cause that to go deflationary for its all-time high. So some of the use cases, as you can see, Polygon or Matic is releasing a new mainnet that will happen on the 23rd, so go ahead and give Altcoin Daily a thumbs up or a like. They do have some of the best crypto news around. I do love following them. But as y'all know, we did go ahead and show y'all and told you to remember that 2,970 number. Well, as you can see, within that there are almost half a trillion in market cap just on that Ethereum ecosystem. So we have outside of Ethereum, we have Polygon, some stable coins. BNB is no longer on it. They are now on their own chain, but you have Shiba Inu built on it. Wrapped Ethereum, Quant, Chronos, which is a centralized exchange, the Graph, which is a filing cabinet, Decentraland, which we're going to go ahead and go into those two briefly in a second. But this is just the total new contracts that are being built. As you guys can see, after we had that first initial peak, things started to slow down because people realized, okay, the craze isn't there anymore. It's expensive to build. But as we've started to go down in price, you can see the people are starting to build again. So this could be a bullish sign to come, and I will go ahead and link CryptoQuant in the description as well. I highly suggest y'all save them as a bookmark. But let's go ahead and dive into that Polygon. They just set that mainnet. We don't really have a lot of information on it other than that they are about to release it. And Polygon is just a scaling solution, so they're trying to make that transactions even faster for Ethereum. And then you have Graph, which is essentially a filing cabinet for all of the decentralized future and apps that you guys have been building. So you can think of it as a filing cabinet. Right here you can kind of go to each one. It's very cool. Then you have Decentraland. As y'all can see here, it has many different games. It has a mall, it has a dollhouse, temple, Exodus. So these games aren't AAA by any means, but it's definitely a fun way to go and explore. You can go to different buildings. So you have Boston, or not, sorry, Boston Protocol. I was thinking Boston because Fidelity actually has a building within here as well that you can go in and explore. They have some fun game from finance. They also have a poker, which kind of segues into the, as y'all can see, inspiration behind my profile pic, because the NFT actually gives me ownership in this casino that is about to launch. So if you guys want some more information on that, go ahead and join the Discord. But essentially, for each NFT you own, there's a ranking, and you get royalty to that said casino at a different percent for each ranking. The casino is in testing right now, as you can see that leaderboard is just from testing, so it's not open and revenue isn't being made right now, but it could be passive income to come. But that is all I have for y'all today. I highly suggest y'all go ahead and do some of your own digging on some of these projects on Ethereum, because there are some amazing ones like Aave, Synthetic, Matic. So Uniswap, one of the biggest decentralized exchanges. So go ahead and do you guys' due diligence and do your own research. But that is Ethereum for y'all today. It is the first cryptocurrency that allowed dApps to be on it. As you can see, it is the second biggest in market cap. Some say it might flip Bitcoin, but that's a different conversation. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content, and I hope you guys stay safe out there. Bye-bye.